Welcome to Swim Easy Speed. Today we're going to look at this athlete posted his video up on Reddit on the Triathlon Forum asking for some advice on his technique. So we're just going to dive right in and see if we can help him. So, the first thing that we see is body position looks okay. The feet are kind of down a little bit, so let's get past that right there. And if we go like this, it's angled down, so a little bit, that's all drag back there that he's having to pull against, which is just going to bring the back end down more. There's something it just looks a little bit off, right? Kind of that lower back and the hips. He looks like he's pretty stiff, where he's having trouble, and it's probably, you see this a lot with triathletes, where you're running a lot, you're cycling a lot, and you're sitting at a desk. So those hip flexors get really, really short and tight. So it's tough to really get this extension out through the back. It's tough to get that flexibility where you can get the legs a little bit straighter. So it tends to kind of almost bow up a little bit like that. So that might be some mobility work that he wants to do that would probably help. Get him a little bit longer on the water. The big thing is this. So you can see right here, both goggles are out of the water. He's really rotating onto the side to get the breath. And while we can't see it, we can pretty much guess that, the hand is right about there. So that means midline is coming way over here. And he's just not going to be able to, this hand is not going to be able to get any leverage on the water whatsoever. And then you can see, if you look at his feet, watch his feet start to come apart right there. Back here, they're coming apart. And so that's just increasing drag. It's an indication that there's a lot of instability in the stroke. And that's just from that big turn to the side. So he just needs to get his core to engage a little bit more, get a little bit longer on the water. And maybe tempo up the stroke just a tad. And, I think there's a couple things that he can do to kind of help with all of that. It doesn't look like he's crossing over at all at the front of the stroke, so that's good. But, the first thing that he'd want to work on would be really trying to get that core to engage. So, if we kick with the brick in particular, we can really force that really straight line down the middle of the body that we want. And replicate it over and over again. Create a lot of stability, this great platform to work off of. Then he won't have to feel like he has to turn as much to get the breath. Then the other thing that we can do is, if you do a little head up drill, put some fins on, do a little head up drill, watch the hands enter in shoulder width apart. It's going to tempo you up a little bit and keep that core engaged. So as always, thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the pool soon.